I want to say, man, it's an honor to have been a part of this culture for so long, because one of the benefits I've received, one of the blessings, is I get to see folks when they first start, when they first have that dream and they're still hungry, and they're hoping that dream will elevate their lives to places that they hadn't gone yet, you know, and they're able to find. You're almost able to find refuge through your creative process, you know, especially depending on the environment you grew up in. You need outlets. We need outlets. We got to get this shit off our chest sometimes, right? And then sometimes you come across artists who just got an energy that's beyond the art. You understand that there's something beyond the art that's fueling this. And I've been watching this young man for a couple of years now. He ain't been out that long. But the time he has been out, he's made a lot of strides. He's even done songs with Snoop and my cousin E-40. Give him a round of applause for that, because he must know good people when he see them. Ever since that underrated couple of years ago, he's just been doing it. This upward trajectory has been killer. And now, the last time I saw him, he was on stage in Inglewood at the Forum, at the most legendary concert to take place in possible history here on the West Coast. And he was on stage getting all the attention. The whole world got to know who he is. And he was one of the first people. He's actually the first artist that we wanted to have on the show this week, broadcasting here from L.A. during the BET Awards, post that pop-out concert that Kendrick Lamar did. I want to welcome him to the show, the one and only Zoe Osama. Hey! Zoe Osama. Zoe Osama is up in here. Zoe Osama.
What's the deal? What's the big old deal?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
They let me in the door, man.
They let you in, Zoe.
Let me in the door.
Zoe, they let you in, man.
They let you in.
And they had to. I was going to pop the lock either way. I was getting in.
Damn, you good at that?
Hey, I don't know.
We gonna find out.
We gonna find out, right?
I'm leaving with something.
Man, yo, bro, I have to say, first of all, welcome to the show. I'm Sway. We met each other already, but the blessing is ours.
Yeah.
When I saw you on stage, I'm jumping straight to it. We're gonna find out who you are. But I saw you on stage at that concert. It meant so much more to people than I think met the eye. I can look at it from my couch in Harlem. You know what I mean? I'm from the West. When the song first came out, I thought the song "They Not Like Us" was bigger than the Drake Kendrick battle. What's the first thing I said when I heard the song? How did I?
You said that this was basically a rally cry.
It was a rally cry. It was a moment, in my opinion, utilized to bring a bigger moment together. Unification. And we saw that result on stage, you know, especially being here in L.A. to see all that. Head, salute to DJ Head. He set the tone. DJ Head set the tone.
I appreciate him.
That's our brother here at Sirius XM. For you, man, where did you grow up exactly?
I grew up off the east side of South Central, Florence and Firestone District to be exact, you know? Okay. So, yeah, but from the east side.
You're from the east side. What does that mean for people who don't know?
Yeah.
That means, you know, we all grew up in low poverty, just being from South Central, but think about a little less. And that's what you got on the east side.
That's what you got on the east side. So, how was it for you growing up? You got to grow up with affiliations, right?
It was family bound. You know, I was born into it, and I just grew up with the strict dad. You know, from Louisiana, that moved out here and had kids, and we grew up on Section 8. You know, so we was the kids that got maybe two pair of shoes a year, a school year. So don't get them dirty.
Wow.
And you ain't getting no white shoes.
Damn.
So, you know, just off the rip like that. And, you know, we went to school with 5 outfits. The first, you know, back there, the first week.
Yeah.
After that, you got to mix and match and make it happen.
Switch the bottles with the tops.
Switch the bottle, put the jeans with this shirt, that shirt with them jeans, shorts over here, you know, regular. So I think I grew up how most people grew up coming up, you know, from the city or just any ghetto or hood around the world. It's all pretty much the same, just a different area code and location.
Different area code, but the way you discuss it is with joy.
Yeah, I mean, it made me, because I ain't gonna lie, I probably had the most funnest times coming up with nothing. So, you know, those are the times when you might have it all and you might accomplish something so big and then go home back or to the room, the Airbnb or where you at, and just think about, damn, I remember I used to run around with water balloons in the summertime.
Yep.
And, you know, just do little crazy shit. And you always never really forget what made you who you are today. So those are the most funnest times of my life.
I love that, man. Zoe Osama is here, man. Can you break down your name for me?
Please.
Okay, Zoe is a break off from a street name that I was given, family, and just from the street. It's half of a street name. And Osama, which most people don't realize means lion-like, heart of a lion, lion-like. So, when most people hear Osama, they think of terrorists, and that's how most people use the name, but the actual definition of Osama is lion-like.
Wow.
So I put those two together, and it made sense. And plus, I look at it like, when you scroll through music, Z, it go from either 1 all the way down to the Z, and that's what I usually scroll through. So I just make sure that it get brainwashed in people's head without them really realizing.
Oh, you're doing some marketing strategy right here. Okay,
it's not that many people with Z's as a rap name, so you feel me? It stood out.
Damn, but I thought this whole time you was Haitian like me.
You
I
never
was like,
know.
this is my Zoe.
You thought he was Haitian? You thought it was your
Right,
Zoe?
my Zoe. I still rock with you though, Zoe. Can you talk about, because I've been in New York my entire life, and then the whole world has heard the statement, if you make it in New York, you make it anywhere, because New York has a reputation of being a tough crowd.
Right.
How is it now with performing, becoming an artist in LA? Is it still that type of fight to get your community, your peers here, those from your neighborhood to pay attention, or is it an immediate type of support?
Now, that's going to go different for the person that you're talking to, or you're like, towards me personally, I just never really had the problem of people gravitating towards me because the way that I come off. Yeah, I'm from where I'm from, but excuse me, but we grew up on respect, so I show respect to get respect. So I always was able to perform over here, over there, in places where I probably shouldn't have been, or at parties that was mostly people over there that I probably shouldn't, and be able to walk out untouched, no security. It just the way that I hold myself. And plus, I got a lot of people that's from everywhere, but that's never here or there because most people don't know who my people is. So I don't use that as a card to get out anything. I just come as me and shit. I walk with God. So at the end of the day, if that's what's going to happen, that's just,
Come
so
on,
I don't
man.
really, that's just how, that's just how I ride. And I don't look at people for where they from. It's more of, as a man first, you could tell when somebody on bullshit, and you be like, all right, I'm not going that way because we going to go that way. But you can also tell when a dude just came up just like you, no matter where you from, the gold is always trying to get out.
There it is,
So,
man. Zoe Osama, I like that.
For those that don't really have the best discernment, can you give some examples of what someone who's on some bullshit looks like versus someone that carries light?
All right, look, I can give you some terms that we always know. You might somewhere in there, somebody say, "Yeah, my mama, I'm about to start." Oh, yeah, it's time to pack this shit up. You tripping? It's time. When you hear certain words, you're like, like if you from LA, you might hear stuff like on the dead homies. Oh yeah, he's tripping over there.
He's tripping.
Yeah, let's go the other way. So you usually can tell by people's body language or their actual conversation that comes out their mouth where they're going with it. Especially if you're from the streets, you'll be able to. It's not hard to. It's not hard to figure out when somebody's about to go left.
Somebody on some bullshit.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell fast.
On the dead homie.
Get out of here.
Pack it up. It's time to go. Pack it up. Unplug the cords. Let's go.
My mama.
That was
Damn, they putting their mama out front.
Hey, for sure.
Used to get in fights saying somebody mama.
Hey, I said the same shit. Saying dead homie. You used to have to really know somebody that passed away. Now they just say it as another word.
It's just slang.
It's slang. Like, you couldn't play with that word so much as they do today. Back in the days, you said on somebody that passed and you didn't know them, you probably going to have to go to the backyard and handle that.
You're going to have to deal with that, right?
Or you're going to have to go handle what you got to do for saying some shit like that. So the structure and the way the streets is built is different, and it's different. It's just different.
Is it still the same, though? Because with the invention of podcasting and the internet,
Yep.
I see way too many dudes who are so-called from the streets talking.
Hey, that's crazy. We were just talking about
What
this.
is that about? I mean, what is that about?
Very chatty.
Isn't that against the
That's a big no-no.
code,
but,
right?
But that's a big no-no. I can't. A spade is a spade. That's a big no-no. I can't throw rocks and hide my hands. I know a couple people that podcast that are from the streets, but you can do that. It's just a certain conversation that you speak on. You should already know not to never talk about. So
but why are the street guys talking about it?
Because the street guys are probably talking about it because they got the interesting story that the industry wants to hear.
Okay.
And you probably the dude that was there to actually be able to like, yeah, that's really how it is. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why a lot of street dudes and a lot of people from the streets so easy to be in podcasts and it's going because the media is so fueled with hate and violence. Mm-hmm. And who else better to tell it than a dude with dreads that's from the hood or a dude with a fade or a dude that's bald-headed or a dude with face tattoos that gang bang that's talking now. Mm-hmm. You would want to listen to what he say over a Caucasian or somebody else that's never been to your area, and you probably believe him more. But what they don't realize is that that they be signing themselves a check they ass can't cash.
There you go.
And you got to pick. Once you really say something, you just as good as the dudes that got an S on their chest for telling. Mm-hmm. So, but they don't realize it because it's coming with dollars behind it.
They're getting paid.
And that's when it's tricky.
Ooh, Zoe Osama for this motherfucker. So
breaking it down.
So how do you what's the word I want to use? How do you regulate yourself as an artist on how much you plan to say in your songs? Like, do you tend to stay away from things that are too affiliated? And
me personally, I stay away from that shit like altogether. You might hear me say cuz or might say my neighborhood 1 or 2 times, but you got to catch it. I don't want to be known for the slander. Mm-hmm. I want to be known for the party music, have a good time. Like Snoop Dogg. We all know where he's from, but you don't hear him say fuck them and fuck that. And he can go everywhere. He got probably the most endorsements and brand deals in the world, and he's still popping today.
That's a good blueprint.
So I'd rather be in that type of direction of him and Nip and things like that than be the guys that all they songs that hits are talking about somebody that's dead.
Yeah.
And plus I just don't play with the dead. You got to respect the dead like you respect the shooter. Mm-hmm. So in my eyes, I just, moment of silence and we just light a candle and that's the way it go in the streets. It's never really was about making fun of somebody that lost their life for the same thing you rapping. But now today, everybody think that if you want to get on, you got to tell somebody, fuck they dead homies. And that should always come back to you. What you give, you're going to receive. And you think you're going to get away from it, it'll always catch up.
We see that a lot of artists who have been lost their lives, even recently, are artists who talked about other artists who lost their lives in the music.
Fulio.
Right. That's a tragedy.
Yeah, it is.
It's a tragedy. That's all I can say. He lost his life, long live him, and anybody else that lost their life, I'm going to feel the same way towards it. I never felt happy or joyful when somebody lose their life because somebody mama crying, dad crying, kids, cousins crying. He might be somebody that was taking care of the whole family. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, your mouth can write a check, your ass can't cash.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? So, you got to be mindful of what comes out your mouth.
My grandparents are from Louisiana, like your folks are, and my grandfather used to say that exact same.
My pops used to tell me that shit. That's why I knew he was mad. I was like, he about to start chipping in here. I'm about to leave.
Been passed down for generations.
Oh, my son. Okay.
But I knew my pops would start tripping. He used to sound like the daddy on Friday. That's how loud he was. Like, God damn it. I was like, God damn.
But he was in your life, though.
No, he raised me. Yeah. I live with my dad. See, I grew up in a house where it was just boys. It was me and my brother and my pops. Mm-hmm. So, my mom's definitely was around, but I was living with my dad.
Yeah.
So it was different. He used to yell at me for leaving the toilet seat down.
Leaving it down?
Like, God damn.
That's different.
No, it ain't nothing but boys here. You leave the toilet seat up. I'm like, but shit, I had to shit.
Oh, my.
I didn't think I had to. It was crazy. It was crazy. He
a lot of stress in that house.
He the type that wake up 3 o'clock in the morning to wash the dishes. Didn't I tell you to watch? Yeah.
Yeah,
I do it. Yeah, he used to slap the wall, turn the light on, pull the covers off, get up.
It slapped the wall?
And his hand was heavy as hell, so you heard that shit. That shit used to sound like a firecracker.
Oh, my God.
You used to hear that shit for sure.
For the dishes.
Trauma tactics.
Everybody call my pops Haney by his last name, Mr. Haney.
Mr. Haney.
So, he's a code. You code when they call you by your last name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's different. Mr. Haney.
No, but just older people call him Haney.
Uh-huh.
I used to think that was my dad's first name for the longest. I'm like, damn, he got 2 first name and last name. I used to think his name was Haney.
Yo, get out of here. Haney.
It's crazy. I did. It's crazy. It's a true story.
Oh, man. I love this guy, man. Zoe Osama, my new best friend.
That's our buddy right there. Because you know what it is, though? Like, you're so joyful, and you also have so much freaking wisdom. You mentioned how now you have this walk with God. Were you always walking with God? When did that journey begin?
That journey began, after the street life is actually where the journey began. You just got to believe in something. You're going to fall for anything. So once you see people like family members, best friends go, you get a point, you get tired of the shit. Like, you don't make it to a certain age to just keep on acting like it. Like, one day, when the fuck you going to grow up?
That part.
And if not, whoever you believe in, the upper high, they going to make you believe in something. You're going to believe in something, and you're going to see that life is really what life is, and that's life. So, yeah, I'd have been through certain things that made me think like, yeah, this shit bunk. I gotta fix it. I gotta see what else I can do. I done seen the block for X amount of years. Let me get a rest to my dreams, So I'm on this path. If you ain't with it, you getting ran over. And if you with it, then come on.
What's your dream?
To be the biggest artist, period.
There you go.
I feel like I got a story to tell, but if this shit don't work, I'm still happy that people listening. Like, as long as I got listening, I already tripping.
Nah.
I like that. Zoe Osama, man. We listening, man. We listening. You got great energy, bro.
You
so
too.
let's get back to the stage.
Right.
I saw you dancing on that stage.
I was fucking it up.
Yes, you were.
I said, is that Zoe?
Hacho was turning me up. My boy was turning me up. Like, do your dance. I was doing that motherfucker. I was doing it. I don't know what I was doing, but I was hitting that motherfucker.
Yo, what was it like just being in that moment, knowing that this is a magical moment? K-Dot, all of L.A. repped.
That moment felt like when I was little. Like, I don't know if people remember, but when you was little, like on Disney Channel, they used to have like the Backstreet Boys in certain concerts. They used to show you how they concerts go before they hit the stage.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, this shit really real like this. Like, I looked, I'm like, damn, this shit packed out there. But I'm like, I done did a lot of shows like Rolling Loud, so I don't really care about performing. That don't make me nervous.
Okay.
So, but my thing is like, this different. I was like, damn, this a long ass stage. I was like,
yo, that was a long. You could have tripped on any of the equipment.
I was hoping not. I was like, man, don't do me like this.
Did you have a special ritual for that performance, just to get your mind and your soul in the right place?
My mind to get my head and soul in the right place before performances. What I don't like that a lot of my team always do is usually when I bring all my peoples out, right before you go on, they keep coming out here, bro, you about to do your shit. Like, bro, get the fuck away from me. Let me calm my thoughts. You keep coming, touching my shoulder, talking about, nigga, do your shit. I'm trying to. Get the fuck out my face. I love you, though. I mean, I'm nervous as hell. You over here, like, talking about you making it worse. Like, but that's the type of shit. So, me, I like to, I might just spin off from everybody and sit in the corner. And just sit in the corner and just gather my thoughts and just maybe probably go over certain songs so I don't miss a word or something.
Yeah.
But I like to have my time 10 minutes to 15 minutes before I go on stage. Nobody talk to me. That's just what I do. Cause,
that's your zone.
Yeah, a lot of people start annoying me. They drunk and shit. Like, goddamn, I ain't drunk yet, bro. But that's what I do. I need a quiet little 10 and 15 quiet to gather myself.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. Did you get a moment with Kendrick at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
All I know is he wrote off for me to be there. That was good enough for me, for him to even want me there. So I was with it. I appreciate Head and Sal, everybody that made that happen. And shit, yeah, he approved that motherfucker. So I was underrated on stage. Right. I mean, because he could have said no, So
what did this moment mean? You feel like for Southern Cali and the West Coast? Man! After all the 20 plus years of being bald, I feel like that ball over. Yeah.
I feel like right now it's the time that you got enough tension that you can make a name for yourself, regardless of the fact of what everybody say, being blackballed or people not liking West Coast music, but biting West Coast music in all type of ways. Right now, if you got any type of buzz or any type of motion and your face is out there, you got to run right now.
You got to run fast.
Because West Coast is summertime music. That's how, when I think of the West Coast, I think of summertime.
There you go.
So right now, you better take advantage because I am.
We got Zoe Osama here. He got the new project from the Eastside with Love. That's coming out this Friday, right?
Yeah.
Man, you jumped right on it, boy. You ain't talking that shit. You doing it.
I mean, like, oh, yeah, they want to play. Let me take your turn in real quick because y'all playing.
I love it.
Drop an album soon, right after the show. Drop the album.
There you go. I get that. I think that's smart. I love that you're thinking.
Seize the moment.
How do you when you listen to Underrated or some of the earlier projects? How have you evolved? How are you different as an artist on this project?
Honestly, I think I'm always gonna be the same artist because I listen to music that's old and it still sounds up to date. But if you're gonna ask that question, I'm gonna have to be honest and say that my music got more quality and it sounds better because I used to record on GarageBand, Logic, and shit, and I was teaching myself how to mix my own music. I used to record and mix my own music, so I just now started letting other people mix my music. So this album was mixed by my boy TK. Some songs was mixed by my boy Major Works, and we got Sauce from Empire. He mixed a few of the songs too. Okay. So I started working with actual professional engineers to get my sounds right, so I won't have to do everything.
Old school Sauce?
No, I don't. No. He a younger Sauce.
Oh, younger Sauce. Yeah. Okay.
It's not I don't think that's not the Sauce he's talking about.
Sauce.
I'm like, I don't know, Tim. How old is Sauce?
How old or the new Sauce?
He looked young old.
A couple of sauces out there in the bay.
Yes, a variety of sauces.
It's a sauce. It's a bay sauce.
Yeah. No.
This ain't the bay sauce.
I mean, but he was in the Bay. He was in the Bay. He worked at Empire. We did record. He was a white dude. He white, right?
Oh, that's a
that
different
should be the
sauce.
defining.
That
white sauce.
Damn, I didn't want to go there.
Never met a white guy.
I felt like that was.
That's the only way we was gonna know.
Never met a white guy named Sauce.
Never met a white guy with sauce.
But wow.
Hey, damn.
I'm sorry. Just step out of that. Yo, don't touch that. Step out of that. Get out of that.
Defend your people, John.
John, you want to
going on?
Not really. Hey, you heard what's going on? He said, what's going on? That's crazy.
I love it, man. Well, listen, bro. I'm glad we got a chance to meet.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Your energy is infectious.
It is.
Right? Considering the circumstances and the environments that we all kind of got to deal with, we don't let them define who we are.
Right.
And that's why you stand out. You stand out. You're a light, bro. You got this energy around you. I saw it on stage. I watch your videos. I've been listening to you for a minute, been digging through your music. Keep that going. You in a good place, brother.
Hey, man, that mean a lot, bro. I've been watching you for a minute. I'm like, I'm going to get in front of his shit when I get older. Watch. Yeah, look at me. I used to look at that shit, man. That shit.
How many years it's been you've been watching me?
Man, I say, I like you said how you did that. It'd have been a few of them. This boy good.
Don't have me started.
It's a few of them.
I had the locks before all of y'all.
That's what I remember.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about. You know, when you had the MTV News and all that.
Man. Matter of fact, Tuma Basa, who was over at MTV, now he runs YouTube over there. He was over there at that time too. So
you knew when you see he come on, he about to let us know what's going on in the world.
There you
so
go.
I appreciate that.
Hey man, come on,
world.
I still do that for you, brother. All right. Give it up for Zoe Osama, man. Congratulations on everything. Anything you want to say in closing?
From the Eastside with Love, drop Friday. If you're in New York, that's Friday, but I mean, if you're in LA, Thursday night at 9 p.m.
There you go.
We in here, man. I appreciate y'all again for having me, and I'm coming back. Y'all heard him say it on live. I'm coming back.
Word.
You gonna do some what? You gonna what? You sound like you want to do a verse or something when you come back.
Yeah, when I come back, I for show gas, and I was up all night. My voice not right today.
Time, man.
You can whisper it.
You want to whisper that shit, bro? It'll be a verse.
That's crazy.
All right, what we gonna play, DB?
Yo, I want to play Stomp.
Okay, let's do that. Zoe, pleasure, brother.
Word.
Have an amazing week, man. BET week. I know you're going to be out and about.
Oh, yeah, we outside for sure.
All right.